My husband smiled and said, "You'll leave with nothing." He thought he'd already won. I'm 34F, and for the last 8 years, my husband and I built a software company together from scratch. Everyone thought he was the brains behind the business because he was the one giving interviews and meeting clients. What nobody knew was that I handled every contract, every financial record, and every legal document behind the scenes. We started the company using the inheritance my grandmother left me, and I made sure every dollar was documented. A few months after the company finally became successful, he admitted he'd been having an affair for almost a year. The next day, he slid divorce papers across the table, smiled, and said, "The company is legally mine. You'll leave with nothing." I didn't argue. I simply asked him one question. "Did you ever read the operating agreement?" He laughed and said he didn't need to. 3 weeks later, we walked into court. His lawyer looked completely confident until mine handed the judge the original partnership agreement. Buried inside was a clause I insisted on adding the day we created the company. It stated that if one partner committed marital misconduct that directly harmed the business, they would immediately lose majority ownership and could only recover their original investment. My husband had signed every single page without reading it. The judge looked at him, then back at the contract, and ruled in my favor. He walked into court believing he owned everything. He walked out with less money than we had when we first started the company. Sometimes the most expensive mistake you can make is signing a contract you never bothered to read.